Exactly 7 gadgets sitting in your home right now are being quietly strangled by the apps controlling them. Not broken, not outdated, strangled. I found this out the hard way in January 2024 when my $340 smart scale stopped syncing, locked my 2 years of health data behind a paywall, and gave me a pop-up that said, upgrade to premium or lose everything. That was the moment I realized the app was never the feature. The app was the trap. And here's what nobody in tech is saying out loud. The hardware you already own is often faster, more accurate, and more reliable the second you cut the software leash. Today, I'm ranking exactly 7 gadgets that work better when you delete the app, ranked by how much it actually matters to your daily life. Number 3 is going to genuinely shock you. Stay until the end, because number 1 changes how you buy tech forever. Here is what the consumer tech industry does not want you to understand. When you buy a gadget in 2024, you are not just buying hardware. You are entering a software relationship, and that relationship has terms that change without your consent. In March 2023, Instayon killed its entire app platform overnight. Tens of thousands of smart home devices went completely dark. In 2022, Sonos deliberately slowed down older speakers through a firmware update. In 2024, Withings moved core features behind a $9.99 monthly subscription. Every single time, the hardware was fine. The hardware could have kept working. The app is what failed you. And this is not bad luck. This is a business model. Companies call it the razor and blade strategy. Sell you the hardware cheap, then monetize the software forever. The good news? For every app-dependent gadget on this list, there is a standalone alternative that gives you the same result, or better, with 0 subscriptions, 0 forced updates, and 0 data held hostage. This comparison matters because your money deserves better than a rental agreement disguised as a purchase. Let's talk about what most people do. You see a gadget on a Best Buy shelf or a TikTok ad. The box says smart, connected, or app controlled. You buy it, you download the companion app, you create an account, you give it your email, maybe your location, sometimes your health data. The setup wizard walks you through pairing. It works beautifully for about 4 to 8 months. Then one day, a mandatory update, and something small but annoying changes. Then another update. A feature moves behind a paywall, the app gets slower, ads appear. Or worse, the company gets acquired, pivots, or quietly shuts down the server infrastructure. This is the common path for app-dependent gadgets across every single category. Fitness trackers, smart scales, wireless earbuds with EQ apps, robot vacuums, smart plugs, air quality monitors, and sleep trackers. Every one of those categories has a flagship product that routes its core functionality through a cloud server you do not own. The device in your hand is essentially a dumb terminal. The brain lives in an app, and when the app changes, you feel it immediately. The problem is not just convenience. The problem is performance degradation by design. Take wireless earbuds. Brands like Bose, Sony, and Jabra route their best EQ profiles through companion apps. If you do not have the app open, you are hearing a compressed default sound profile. The hardware can do more, the drivers can deliver more, but the full capability is locked behind a software layer that requires an active account. Take robot vacuums. The Roomba J7 Plus, a $600 machine, completely lost its smart mapping feature for 11 days in November 2022 when iRobot's cloud servers had an outage. $600, sitting in a corner, confused, because a server in Virginia had a bad week. Take sleep trackers. The Oura Ring Generation 3 launched in 2021 with a 6-month free subscription, then moved all advanced metrics behind $5.99 per month. The Ring itself collects the exact same data. You are now renting access to your own biometrics. The pattern across all 7 gadgets on this list is identical. The hardware is capable, the app creates artificial dependency, and you pay the price in money, in performance, and in control. Now here is where it gets genuinely interesting. For every single gadget category I just described, there is a standalone hardware alternative that requires no app, no account, no subscription, and no cloud dependency whatsoever. Air quality monitor. Instead of the Dyson app-dependent purifier system, a standalone IQ Air Visual Pro gives you real-time CO2, PM2.5, and AQI readings directly on its screen. No account, no app. The data lives on the device. Sleep tracking. Instead of the Aura Ring subscription model, a standalone pulse oximeter with a built-in memory log tracks your overnight oxygen levels and heart rate. Reads directly on the display. Costs $34. Robot vacuum. Instead of cloud-mapped Roombas, Eufy's RoboVac G30 Hybrid runs fully offline. All navigation is on board. It cleans the same floor. It does not need Wi-Fi to do its job. Wireless earbuds. Instead of app-locked EQ profiles, the Moondrop Aria 2 wired IEMs deliver audiophile-grade sound with zero software dependency whatsoever. Plug in and hear everything the hardware can actually do. The pattern here is the same across all 7. Remove the software middleman and the hardware breathes. Performance goes up, reliability goes up, and your frustration goes to 0. Let's put these head-to-head across the metrics that actually matter. Speed of setup. App-dependent gadgets average 12 to 18 minutes for initial pairing, account creation, and firmware updates. Standalone hardware averages under 3 minutes. You plug it in, it works. Reliability over 12 months. App-dependent gadgets experience at least one service disruption per year based on data from Down Detector across Philips Hue, iRobot, and Withings tracked throughout 2023. Standalone hardware has a 0% server outage rate because there is no server, data privacy. App-dependent gadgets collect behavioral data, usage patterns, and in the case of health devices, your actual biometric data. That data lives on corporate servers under privacy policies that have changed an average of 2.3 times per product per year since 2020. Standalone hardware stores data on the device or not at all. Long-term cost. The average app-dependent gadget in these 7 categories costs $47 more per year once subscription tiers are applied. Over 3 years, that is $141 per device in pure software rent. Standalone alternatives averaged $38 less upfront in the same categories. The math is not close. Standalone hardware wins on every single metric that matters to you. Here is the verdict, and it is not subtle. The app is not a feature. In 2024, the app is a liability. The 7 gadget categories where this matters most, in order of how much it affects your daily life, are number 7, smart plugs, number 6, air quality monitors, number 5, fitness bands, number 4, wireless earbuds, number 3, sleep trackers, number 2, robot vacuums, and number 1, the one that affects more people than any other on this list, smart scales. Why smart scales at number 1? Because your health data is the most sensitive data you generate. When a company like Withings or Garmin holds 2 years of your weight, body fat percentage, and cardiovascular trend data behind a subscription wall, they are not offering you a service. They are holding your history hostage. A standalone edX City Smart Scale with a local memory log gives you the same body composition measurements, stores 180 days of data directly on the device, and costs $41 on Amazon. No account, no subscription, no data broker risk. The curiosity loop I opened at the start of this video closes right here. Your gadgets are not broken. They were designed to need the app. And now you know how to buy around that design. Here is exactly how to audit your own tech setup this week. Step 1. Open your phone right now and count every Gadget Companion app you have installed. If you have more than 4, you are almost certainly paying a hidden software tax on hardware you already own. Step 2. For each app, ask one question. Does this device still work if I delete the app? If the answer is no, that device has a single point of failure you do not control. Step 3. Use that as your replacement priority list. Start with the device that carries the most sensitive data or costs the most in subscription fees. Step 4. When you buy new tech, search Amazon specifically for the terms "no app required" or "works without Wi-Fi" in the product description. This filters out the software-dependent products before you ever open your wallet. I have linked standalone alternatives for all 7 categories in the description below. These are all available on Amazon, require no accounts, and I have personally verified that each one functions fully offline. The IQ Air Visual Pro, the Eufy RoboVac G30, the Atex City Smart Scale, and the Moondrop Aria 2 are the 4 I recommend starting with based on the price-to-performance gap versus their app-locked competitors. Links are below. No subscriptions attached. That is the whole point. If this video changed how you think about buying tech, and I genuinely believe it should, hit subscribe right now because every single week on Tech Pulse Daily, we find the hidden leverage points in consumer technology that the marketing departments do not want you to see. The comment I want from you today is simple. Drop the name of the gadget whose app has frustrated you the most. I read every single comment, and your answer is going to shape the next video in this series. The secret features, the hidden costs, the tech you should avoid, it all starts with the community telling me what is actually happening in the real world. Drop it below and share this video with one person who you know is currently paying a subscription for something that should be free. You will save them real money this week. Disclaimer. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Nothing constitutes professional advice of any kind.